Okay, now we have to display each of these informations available in the cursor object in a list view. So for that we have to create a custom adapter. So for supplying the each row of data in the form of an object, we have to create another Java class. So right click the package and create a new Java class. I name it as data provider. The purpose of this class is to provide each row of data in the form of an object, and click OK. So we have to create some variables here: private string, I name it as name. Second one is private string mobile. Third one is private string email. Okay, also we need a constructor for this class. So public data provider with 3 arguments: string name, string mobile, string email. Now we have to initialize each of these variables from this constructor. So this dot name equal to name. Now this dot mobile equal to mobile, and finally this dot email equal to email. Now we need to add some getter and setter methods for all these variables. So here I am going to add the getter and setter methods. So select getters and setters. Here I need getters and setters for all these methods and click OK. Okay, now we got the getters and setters method for these variables: name, mobile, and email. Okay, now we need to create a custom adapter. So create another Java class. So right click the package and create the new Java class. I name it as list data adapter. List data adapter. Click OK and extend this class using array adapter. You need to add a constructor for this class. So use this one, context object and a resource ID. So use the first constructor and click OK. Now go back to the data list activity. So first here we need to declare an object of the adapter class. Here the adapter class name is data list adapter. List data adapter. So create an object of list data adapter. I name it as list data adapter. Now we have to initialize that particular class, list data adapter. So here I am going to initialize that class. So list data adapter equal to new list data adapter. First you have to pass a context. Use the get application context. Now you have to pass the custom layout. So our dot layout dot, here the custom layout name is raw layout. Okay, now we have to set the adapter for the list view. So list view dot set adapter. Adapter name is list data adapter. Okay, so now here from the constructor, from the cursor, we have to add each row of data, each row of informations into the data provider class. So we can use the constructor on that class. So here I am going to get each information from the cursor object. So for that I declare 3 variables: int name, email, name, mobile, and final one is email. Okay, now here I am going to get each of the informations from the cursor object. So name equal to cursor dot use the method called the getString and specify the column index. So here in our case, in our database, the first column is the name, so use 0 for the first column index. Now we have to get mobile number, so mobile equal to cursor dot getString 1, and the third column represent the email, so email equal to cursor dot getString 2. Okay, now we have to pass all these informations, name, mobile and email, into the data provider class. So create an object of data provider. I name it as data provider equal to new data provider, and here you need to pass name, mobile and email. Mobile and final one is email. Now we have to add each of these data provider object into the adapter. So go to the adapter class. Here the adapter class name is list data adapter, and here you have to add some override method. First I add the first override method, add method. Also here I am going to create a list. I name it as list equal to new array list. So each of the object, I'm going to add each of the data provider class object into this list. So list dot add the object name. Here the object name is object. Okay, now go back to data list activity. So here we have to pass each of the data provider object into the add method on the adapter class. So here the adapter class object name is list data adapter. So list data adapter dot add and pass the data provider object. So this will pass each row of data in the form of the data provider object into the adapter. So now go back to the adapter. So here you need to override some more methods. First one is get count. So here you need to pass the number of items in the list. So list dot size. Now you need to override another method, get item. Get item. So here you need to pass each of the object on the current position. So return list dot get and pass the position. And the final one is we have to override get view, that will return each row of data. Okay, so before going to create the view, we have to create a static inner class. So here I am going to create a static class. I name it as layout handler and create some variables. So we need 3 text view objects because our row contains 3 text views: text username, text user mobile. The first one is text username, text user mobile, and final one is text user email. So create 3 text view object: text view, name, mobile and email. Okay, so on the get view method, first here I am going to create an object of view here. So view, I name it as raw equal to convert view. So the first thing we have to check already the row is available or not. So if the row is not present, we have to create the row first. So check whether the row is available or not. If the row is null, we have to create the entire row. So for creating the row, we need the object of the static class called layout handler. So layout handler, I name it as layout handler. So here first we have to inflate the layout resource file. For that we need an object of layout inflator. Layout inflator equal to this dot get context dot get system service context dot use this one layout inflator service. Typecast this one into layout inflator. Okay, now we have to create the row. So row equal to layout inflator dot call the inflate method. First one you have to pass the layout name r dot layout dot row layout. Second one you have to pass the view group. Here the view group is parent. Also you have to pass a third argument false. Okay, now we got the row. Now we have to get each of the items from the row. We have to get name text view called name, user text username, text user mobile, and text user email. So use the layout handler object. So first we have to initialize the layout handler equal to new layout handler. So the first one layout handler dot name equal to row dot find view by id r dot id dot first one is contact name. Typecast this one into text view. The second one is layout handler dot mobile equal to row dot find view by id r dot id dot contact mobile. Also typecast this one into text view. And the final text view is layout handler dot email equal to row dot find view by id r dot id dot contact email. Typecast this one into text view. Okay, so now we have all the row. Now we get all the components from the row. Now we have to add this row into the layout. So use this method row dot set tag and layout handler. Okay, now we complete the row. So if the row is already existing, in the else part, if the row is already existing, we have to get the object of layout handler from the existing row. So layout handler equal to row dot get tag. Typecast this one into layout handler. Here we need an object of the data provider. So create an object of data provider here. Name it as data provider equal to, you can get each object of the data provider from the list. So you can get it from the get item method, this method. So call that method this dot get item with position. This will return each object from the list. Typecast this one into data provider. Now we have to assign each row of data. So the first one is layout handler. So it is not in the else part. We have to done it outside this else. So cut this one. Okay. So the first one is layout handler dot email dot set text. We have to get each data from the getter method on the data provider class. So data provider dot get name. So it is not email, it is name. And the second one is layout handler dot mobile dot set text data provider dot. The second one is mobile, get mobile. And the third one is layout handler dot email dot set text data provider dot get email. And finally we have to return the row. So return row. Now we finish all the codings. Now we can run the application. So now I am going to run this application. Okay, before going to run this application, we made a big mistake here. Here it is not contact name. In our row layout, the ID is text contact name. Here the username, text username, text user mobile, and text user email. We made a big mistake in the data handler list data adapter. So change this one into r.id dot text username. Change this one into text user mobile. This one text user email. Okay, now we can run this application. Okay, now we have the application available on the virtual device. So now here in this virtual device I run this application for the first time. So we have to add some contacts. So click the add contact button. Prabish, put some mobile number. Prabish123 at gmail.com. Click save. Now one row is added. Now add another row. Click add contact again. Rupesh with mobile number 89234. Add some email address. Rupesh123 at yahoo.com. Click save. Add one more row. Rishmi with some mobile number, some email address. Rishmi123 at gmail.com. Okay, and click save. Now we add 3 rows into the database. Now I am going to click the view contacts. Now you can see, now it will display all the informations in a list view. The first one is the name, second one represents the mobile number, third one represents the email address. Okay, so this is how we retrieve all the informations from the SQLite database and how to display it in a list view. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.